Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The first quarter of this Viewmere, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ball again on second down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run with Hall, and it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Watson. And a completion to Wilson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Watson. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Quentin Williams drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Now Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the save. 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On 2nd and a couple, Wilson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 35. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Here's Watson. Another catch there for Waddle. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. In motion, Hill. Quick throw completed by Watson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Denzel Mims. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A nice Nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Well, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Back to throw, Watson. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 44 yards. And the Dolphins have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Throwing is Wilson. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it.
That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. 3rd and 7 now. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 2nd and inches, Watson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Sauce Gardner picks it off. There he goes, right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, how do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, but there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 71 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. Delta.
On second and goal. Wilson, and this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action. Now Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Are you kidding me?
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right there, we can do it. Come on, this is our last chance.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Now it's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of lining him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has, percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Watson. And he completes it to Wilson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
A legacy player in the NFL, Cedric Wilson, 602 yards last season. nearly beat his father's best season when he played in the league. The Miami Dolphins, they're betting that Wilson can surpass not only his dad, but become a big-time player in their revamped passing game. Nice catch there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Watson looks to throw again. And now Watson throws another interception. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught by Mims. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. In motion right is Wilson. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
Wilson will throw again. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 17 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And we are all tied at 28. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly Mostert hit and he drops the ball. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, first and goal. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
One more time with Hall. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try to run it here with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. They will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. After the run, Watson going to throw. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Wilson snags it left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 3/4 in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Watson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. A shotgun snap for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Another catch there for Waddle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That was well played defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. He'll air this one out from Mims. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw is Watson. He's got it complete to Waddle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. That's caught by Wilson. And he goes out right around the 39. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
To throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Watson. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. A good pickup there at 22.
Nice. Well coached. A team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert off the read option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Watson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Berrios now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge.